The frontiers of science and engineering research are really delving into things that are increasingly more complex. In order to understand a research problem with complexity, you have to involve people with many different skills and understandings and perspectives to be able to tackle a problem.
ASU is especially famous for this cross-boundary, cross-disciplinary research. I'm in the physics department, but I can take graduate students in material science and engineering and in the chemistry department. If you want to develop useful products, it usually requires a combination of different research disciplines.
Our research, it's called the Nanoscience Laboratory. So what we look at is how to make materials one layer at a time and how to understand how the materials affect the physical phenomena that we're trying to achieve. So many of our materials that we're looking at are oriented towards electronics applications and to energy applications.
ASU has outstanding commitment to renewable energy. A couple of the things that we're looking at is how to incorporate nanotechnology into a commercial solar cell to make it higher performance or to improve it in some other fashion such that it's lighter, it fits on a roof better, it can be incorporated into the product better. The Solar Power Laboratory is 4,000 square feet in a about 40,000 square foot clean room. So in that 4,000 square feet, we actually have some quite unique facilities. We have a full pilot production line for a standard silicon solar cells. So this is very nice because we can get students to go in there and learn how to make a solar cell the same way that industry learns how to make it.
For the last decade or so, ASU has led a flexible display center effort to advance commercialization of displays towards a flexible type technology. So we've been imagining a world where instead the display could be built onto something like a thin sheet of plastic, perhaps on a fabric. And so that instead of the nice thick display device that we have here, it's ultra thin, bendable, very rugged, very lightweight, potentially wearable. In effect, any surface could become a display. So it really is an unparalleled effort you won't find at any other university in the world.
Biodesign Institute is an institute that comprises 11 centers total. It's an incubator of extraordinary innovations in science, engineering, and technology. In the Center for Bioelectronics and Biosensor, we have aspects more fundamentals related to the development of new ways to create electronic components and electronic circuits. We have health mobile sensors that allow us to get the signature of our bodies in different aspects. We study metabolic signatures, we study signatures related to chronic diseases. We are basically focused on doing it in a non-invasive way. We like working with breath, so we generate breath analyzers that can trace biomarkers in the breath and specifically tell us about different biological functions ongoing in our body.
These kinds of innovations have been at the core of the new way that we have been doing our research here and how we are inspired in doing our research problems. Petrofroma is working on understanding the structures of proteins.
What we are studying there is essentially the fundamental process of photosynthesis. So how plants convert light into chemical energy. And we want to learn from plants and then build in kind of artificial leaf. So the second lab is the room where we do most of the crystallization experiments. And our group has essentially been the pioneers to invent a new method for solving structures of proteins based on a method called femtosecond crystallography.
To have an effective research program or programs on nanoscience, nanotechnology, you have to be able to do several things. One is to characterize materials at the nanoscopic scale. Here at Arizona State University, we have some of the very best facilities in the world, ranging from electron microscopy to ion scattering techniques, ion microscopic techniques. A lot of the major innovations in electron microscopy were done here and created here over the last 40 years. And we have one of the best electron microscope facilities in the world.
And trying to understand how all of these things work together is really impossible to do by itself. You can't just develop materials and you can't just do physics. But the combination of doing physics at the same time as you're developing new materials really guides us to the applications that will make great impact to the society in the future.
These solutions are coming and I feel very excited about what is coming next, and I'm looking forward for the future. There are very exciting things going on here.